Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, November 1st, as we start a new month. You're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. A couple of interesting things to note right off the bat. We had a perfect park yesterday. It's amazing when we have wide point of controls of 9 or more, that whichever side they end up being to as a destination, seems like the next morning it's the opposite. So last night it was going to be an upside destination, and now here we are with 75 minutes to go prior to the opening, and it's a downside destination by a lot. That's number one. Number two, remember we had a 16 wide overnight park from yesterday. Never got to it, which I was surprised about. I'm carrying any overnight point of control in the ES that's 15 or more. I'll carry that forward. So again, that becomes now a downside destination. Those are two interesting things, at least for me. Now, the next one that's huge is what they're attempting to do is, and this is significant, is put the monthly into balance. So if we are to take out last month's high, for me, we're officially in balance. The weekly's up, and the daily would be going from up to balance to strictly up, because we'll be coming out of an inside day to the upside. So some significant things happen here. And again, and not much of a surprise, we talked about that, right? We said, what has the market been trying to do? It's been trying to go higher, right? So they're grinding into Fed Day to the upside. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens after the Fed speaks tomorrow afternoon. And then again, we have the midterm elections a week from today. I said by next Wednesday, we should have a good idea if the lows for the year are in or not. Overnight highs keep changing. It's not even worth giving them to you. So here's the bottom line. Let's go with a game plan. So last month's high in SPY, which was just the other day, is 389.52. So we're attempting to come out of it, right? We're trading above it by about 70 cents. Yesterday's high in SPY is 388.40. So we're getting to a level here where things are clashing. The gap is getting a little too big for me to want to buy right off the bat. So the gap and go that people scream about, that's number one. Number two, it's again, there's 75 minutes to go. We'll see if we take out the monthly high come regular trading hours. Okay? That's going to be important to see if they're able to do that. We'll see if the bears defend it come 9:30. Right now, pre-market, we're trading above it. Now, can you take a short against it the first time if we open right below it at 9:30? I think you can, and use that as your out, right? You start getting above last month's high, get out. But the first time, they might either defend it or just slightly stretch it, although we will be definitely coming back into balance if we take it out. So that's one play on the short side. On a long side, if we take it out and then come back in, right, now that we're officially back in balance on the monthly, I would look for a long against yesterday's gap. Plus, it's an inside day up. You go with it and monitor it for continuation or lack of. Now, if you get lack of and get back inside of yesterday's range, you could probably bet your bottom dollar will go and trade at the 13 wide park. So just keep that in mind if this gap fails. So right now, early play, possible short against last month's high, and a long against the gap if it gets reasonable, where I like the risk reward. And then just quickly on the chart, again, I want to thank you for your likes and subscribing to this YouTube channel. Here's the monthly. Remember, we started getting above that trend line from the COVID low. Well, last month's high is right, 389.52. That was the other day. We take it out, we're firmly in balance. Now the question becomes, what is your balance? Again, that is very subjective. Some people will call it a 3-month balance, starting with today, and then you're talking about September and October. Or some people will call it as a much bigger balance. I would probably go with the much bigger balance and use August as my balance high. Okay, so we'd be coming into balance. The weekly is firmly up. Okay, one time framing up. And the daily also coming, I had it up to balance. Coming to have an inside day would be firmly up. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.